What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about a pretty asked about question, right? This is a question that I think a lot of you guys are probably searching for in the YouTube search box if this is your first time on this channel. Hopefully this video is of use to you. Hopefully this video is helpful. Hopefully you enjoy it, to a certain degree. I do Call of Duty commentaries basically every single day. So go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and show some support. Leave in the comment section if this is your first video of mine that you're watching. That would be really cool. But as the title and thumbnail suggests, today I want to talk about, is Call of Duty Vanguard dead? Is it just completely not worth playing? All that good stuff. Season 2 just came out, so I'm going to do kind of like a mini pseudo review of that in the middle of this video as well. But yeah, let's go into all of the details that we know. Unfortunately, we don't know a lot of hard information because, well, Activision is a little too ashamed to admit it, and obviously the game's not on Steam, so we can't see true actual player counts as well. So I'm going to do my best to give you guys as up-to-date information as I can. Oddly enough, from some interesting Charlie Intel reports, if you don't know who Charlie Intel is on Twitter, go check them out. They basically talk about like everything in terms of Call of Duty. Vanguard was actually one of the better selling titles of 2021, beating out Battlefield 2042. In my opinion, that was kind of obvious. If you ever played a minute of that game, you know that that game was not good at all. Obviously, Halo Infinite was a free game, so there was nothing really to compete with there. And so Sledgehammer Games' release of Call of Duty Vanguard ended up being the best of the three in terms of sales. Obviously, like I said, Halo's no sales, so you can't really compare to that. While exact numbers aren't revealed by all developers for obvious reasons, especially in terms of like today where they're probably not so happy with their results, the estimates in the game sales indeed indicate disappointing news. I have this tweet here from Tom Henderson, one of the known COD leakers, also got like 150,000 subscribers or 150,000 followers on Twitter rather. And he goes, as expected, it's looking like this year's Call of Duty title Modern Warfare 2 will be revealed in the summer. Hearing rumblings that the title could release in October due to Vanguard's poor sales performance with a quote-unquote big Warzone update soon after. And this was tweeted in mid-January of 2022. It's no surprise to the COD community that, yeah, if you look around at some of your friends who've probably been playing the series for a long time now, probably some of them have dropped off. I know a lot of my IRL friends, people who've been playing since Black Ops 1, since Modern Warfare 2, they didn't get the game this year. They got Modern Warfare, some got Cold War, but a lot of people dropped off there too, and just very, very few people got Vanguard. According to reliable inside news, Modern Warfare 2's release may be brought forward. It's not been confirmed. And a possible reason, like I said, it's because the developers and Activision themselves didn't earn enough money from Call of Duty Vanguard. On top of all that, like, all the news, all the leaks about, the data and things like that, we have tons of content creators, Nero Cinema, Blame Truth, Fooly, J-Bo and Demand, me to a certain degree, like all of us content creators, 8thoughts, Thunder, we're all making videos on the bugs of Vanguard, how glitchy it is, how it's selling less than its predecessor, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. These videos and topics aren't necessarily designed to get more views. Of course, they are to a certain degree, but at the same time, there is truth to it. If a Call of Duty game is good, I feel like a lot of these creators, as well as myself, will make videos on how it's good, but unfortunately, Vanguard just isn't that good of a game, and let's dive into that. The very first thing I think of when I hear Call of Duty Vanguard is bugs, glitching, and things not working, okay? This game has so many bugs and glitches, from lobby leaderboards not being in the game, from being kicked out of games randomly, server snapshot error, aim assist not working on your Xbox, no weapon inspect working, like just ranked plague being kicked out for no reason, just so many issues all day. Like I could make an entire video just like straight 15 minutes just reading off every single bug, and that's just multiplayer, right? That's literally just multiplayer. I can't even cover how the Warzone integration is messing up Warzone, how the new map is bad in Caldera, how zombies is straight boring, right? Like there's no reason to play that. It's just an altogether very, very messy mess of a game. Obviously, we know that Black Ops Cold War ended up being the best-selling game of that year. And as we know, sales don't necessarily mean like a game is super successful or anything. Sometimes it means that a better game just didn't come out. Sometimes it means that people were in a pandemic and had nothing else to do during their time, at home. But it is still important to measure how successful a game is based on its profit, right? Like, how else are we supposed to measure it? Especially because Activision is a company that just doesn't want to reveal player counts. Another main reason why I think Call of Duty Vanguard didn't sell well is not only because the game is bad, but because the game experience seems boring, right? If you're a World War II fan, you're gonna like this game, okay? Like, it pays homage to a lot of the classic, kind of like play styles, the feels to it, not the play styles, I guess, but like how it feels, right? The atmosphere does feel somewhat World War II-ish. Not the best, but it gives some kind of like a hint towards that. Unfortunately, I feel like the World War II genre is very played out, and I think a lot of people felt this when they first heard that Vanguard was going to take it back to World War II. A lot of people are sick of it, especially in this day and age. Many casual fans and even hardcore fans really enjoy just the modern series, or dare I say the Jetpack series. There are a good amount of people who enjoy the Jetpack series who kind of want that back. Now, me personally, I enjoy the modern series. I don't really mind the World War II series as long as it's done well and as long as the guns are interesting, which unfortunately Vanguard's guns really are not. Okay, I gotta be honest with you guys. I've played this game a lot. I have diamond on a few categories here, so I've used every single weapon. And I just don't like many of the weapons. None of them are super iconic to me, right? Like, a lot of them are just rehashes from Call of Duties that we've seen before. I think we've seen a Call of Duty with a PPSH, with an MP40, with an STG, I think we've seen these before. It's not exactly new. You guys might recall that the last World War II title came out in 2017, which wasn't that long ago. 4 years, it really wasn't that long ago. I know there's going to be some argument about, if you make another Modern Warfare game, it's like it just came out 2 years ago, so I feel like we understand that, but I just personally couldn't get on board with another World War II shooter this close after, they released another one, right? Like, they just released the previous one 4 years ago. I want to take this minute to just let you guys know that in terms of a player count, there's no way to tell, okay? If you see anybody saying like, oh, hey, there's 100,000 people on PC or something, there's no way they can know. It's a complete guesstimate because there's no shot. All right, so if you were looking for player counts and player numbers for like a live performance and like on how the game is doing or whatever, unfortunately, you're not going to see that in this title, okay? It's just not going to happen. It's no surprise that Vanguard has had a drop in sales compared to Black Ops Cold War. I think we all know that. I think we can tell from the Charlie Intel reports on how they just don't want to share their numbers, how they canceled a meeting, I'm pretty sure. Like, Activision was supposed to meet and show their numbers or something, and they ended up canceling the meeting. I don't know if it's because of the Microsoft acquisition, but for some reason they just didn't feel confident and solidified in their results, so they just straight up dipped. I also want to touch on something else. Even though we don't have exact sales numbers, we have UK launch sales numbers. All right, so this is not sales numbers, but sales percentages. All right, so I just want to mention that it can be stated that Activision had 40% fewer sale numbers compared to Black Ops Cold War. Okay, that's just in the UK. Now, there was a drop of 26% in physical copies, so you might not think that's too bad, but also a 44% drop in digital copies, which is huge because digital copies are so much more convenient to buy the game, right? It's so much easier to just buy it on your platform, Xbox, PC, or PS4, than to go out in some GameStop with a bunch of sweaty nerds and camp outside and pick one up like we used to in Black Ops 1 Modern Warfare 3 games. Back when Call of Duty used to be kind of fun, I feel like overall the Call of Duty hype has just died down like so freaking much that people would laugh at you for that. People laughed at you before, but like the idea of camping outside for a game that's probably going to end up being bad is like, what? Why would you do that? I think what's disappointing about Call of Duty Vanguard is the fact that it's such a new entry, it's such a new game, it's got a decent engine and everything, like it's got decent weapon balance, it's got decent perk balance. It's not great, it's not bad though, and people just don't want to give it a chance because so many other intangibles ruined the game, From a gameplay itself perspective, if the game worked fine, I don't think it's necessarily that bad a game. I think the main things plaguing this game is the bugs and glitches. That's by far, maybe you can count skill-based matchmaking a little bit. Honestly, I don't even notice it that much to this degree. Maybe I just got trained from Black Ops Cold War to experience sweat on sweat 24/7. But for some reason, this game doesn't feel like it. I can play good games. I can hop on and play, 3 games and get 2 of them as like pretty good games, you know? Definitely Modern Warfare and Cold War, I felt the skill-based matchmaking way more. Of course, you know, we don't have any like strict like data on it or anything. It's just kind of just hypothesis, hearsay, and testing on our end. And of course, that's user testing, so it could be, you know, malfunctioned, it could be glitched or anything, and it could be skewed. Just Call of Duty Vanguard just doesn't offer anything new to the franchise, right? Like combat pacing, I guess that's it. You know, everything else we've seen before. Most of the maps are, they're good, but they're not revolutionary good. There's no map in here that I'm just like, oh my god, I need to play over and over again. You know, even like DOS House, I'm not even that thrilled with it. It's a good small map for camos, but I'm not like itching to play that again. I'm not really itching to play any small maps again. I think like the best small map in my opinion would be maybe like Dome from Modern Warfare 3, which we do have in this game, which I like. The last little thing, comparing Vanguard to Modern Warfare, like Modern Warfare 2019, like there's no shot, okay? Modern Warfare 2019, sales-wise, blew this game out of the water. And they're similar in terms of like engine. I think Vanguard, you move a little faster and things like that. And to be honest, I feel like you're a little less clunky in Vanguard than Modern Warfare, but for some reason people loved the Modern Warfare engine and people swear by it. People are super excited for Modern Warfare 2. I'm whatever about it, you know? I'm like whatever. As long as the maps are good and there's enough content, I'll play it. I don't know if I'm gonna be thrilled with the map design, honestly. I'm not a big Modern Warfare fan, but we'll see what happens. I know this video was kind of all over the place, but hopefully it was kind of just like a podcast for you guys, you know, hopefully you just kind of listen to it. I tried to splice up the gameplay a little bit in the background, change it up every like couple of minutes, just so you guys don't get bored watching the same one. I'll try to do that for like kind of my longer videos here, but final conclusion, is Call of Duty Vanguard dead? I would have to say, I would have to lean way more towards yes than no. I'm not going to give it a concrete yes or a no, unfortunately, you know, sorry if you got mad about that, but if there's like a yes-no meter, yes being on the right, like 100% and no being 0%, I'm going to have to lean towards like 70, 75% yes, okay? Very few people I know are playing it. If you look on Twitch, very few people are playing it. If you look on Reddit, very few people are talking about it, you know? Just overall interest compared to like another game, maybe it's bumping, right? But compared to previous Call of Duties, compared to what Call of Duty should be, no, it is completely just out of the world, just like don't talk about it, don't see it, don't talk about it. I would say it's 75% yes, dead, okay? Not 100% dead, but it's like it's on its way to being dead. Season 2 really didn't help. I realized I was supposed to talk about that, so let me talk about Season 2 real quick. Call of Duty Vanguard Season 2 was supposed to add a good amount of stuff. The maps are bad, okay? Maybe I think I still have to do a Season 2 review, so I'll probably end up doing that. But just a quick note about it. Okay, Season 2 maps, they're both bad. I think Gondola is a little bit less bad than Casablanca, but I hate Casablanca with a passion. Probably the worst map that you could have introduced into the game. Don't understand that at all. Doesn't even feel like World War II-ish either, so I really don't like it. As far as the new guns go, they're cool, I guess. I think the Whitley LMG is going to catch a nerf because that thing has no recoil. That thing is very strong. And the KG-40, the assault rifle, the new assault rifle is very whatever. You know, it's a very mid gun. It's definitely going to get outclassed by Automaton and your STG. Other guns like that are definitely going to beat your KG-40. So I'm not a fan of that one. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Sadly enough, Season 2 really didn't do enough to bring a lot of people back. It brought me back for a few hours, I'd say. You know, I'll probably grind the guns here and there whenever I feel really bored of another game, or just really have that COD itch, because you know I'm a COD player, I'm gonna have that COD itch. But nothing really crazy about the season is luring me back. You know, even the battle pass, I really just can't stand it. There's no point in grinding for it. I don't even notice if I'm finishing it or not most of these times. So that's basically it for the video. Okay, I kind of rambled on long enough. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something from this video essay kind of thing on if Vanguard is dead or not. I'll probably do another video soon on how to, or if you should pick it up or not, because I don't know. I think people still ask that, and I mean, if you watch this video up till now, you probably know my thoughts on it. You probably shouldn't pick it up, but we'll save that video for another time. Thanks so much for watching. Again, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy just hearing someone talk about the game. And I don't hate it, but I definitely don't love it. I definitely don't love this game. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.